Good afternoon. Happy Memorial Day. We're back at it, as everybody knows. No stop, no rest. I'm not really organized for this because I've been pretty busy. Shout out with Bamboo. Agreed. Bless all the vets. What's up, Heather? T. Will. Neo, I just wrenched you. Neo, I just wrenched Becker. People on Twitter saying I'm lying about my trades, which is funny. But I'm going to get more of that. Usually I try to post more on Twitter, but I'm not getting a chance because the markets is moving too fast. Yeah, EOS was one that we said would be strong because the software was looking good on it. So it's definitely doing better. Let me, we're going to show this chart. This was a sell I gave for Patreon. Actually, I caught the high exact. I will say exact. What's up? What's up, Gary? So the reason I gave, we've talked about this when I was live before. This was a triangle. And, I tried to throw some Elliott wave on. Elliott wave says there'll be 5 waves up out of here. I kind of thought that this was, if you zoom in a little, probably this was a 1-2. Could have been 3, 4, 5. And this is an ABC flat, which would find support really down here, just 100 lower. Or this was a high, and we're going to do an A, sideways B, and then a pullback, maybe down here at this 8,400. So that's kind of what we're looking at. It's pretty simple why I said that rally could have been over. And there it is, Bitcoin USDT, which is the chart that's given us really all the action here. Is really the reason. Hold on, let me see what I can do here. Change a couple things here real quick. So Bitcoin USDT. Now this is a 5-minute chart just for really, since the rally. So once again, this would be a 1-2. This could be the 3, 4, and 5. That's why I gave the sell, because you can see here volume didn't go to this new high and then didn't go here. So volume, when really I thought volume should come in if we're really going to explode, volume wouldn't go to new highs. So that's why I thought, this high is no good. So I'm guessing that is wave 1 up. We're going to do an ABC down now. What up, Steve? Cash flow. So Borgel. So that's really the only reason I gave that. So again, that goes back to, so if we're going to do 5 waves up, if you want to try to throw some Elliott wave on it, you're going to have the 1, somewhat here, maybe a 2, and then onward and upward. But the onward and upward is still going to be, I think we're going to try to mess around with that 10,000 level, just to get everybody long and wrong at the top. And again, this wave 1 was broke down into 5 waves, as I just showed you. That's my guess. That's trying to be way too cute, guys, which I'm trying to do for Patreon because then they're paying. And I don't want to, I could have to wait for a real buy or sell signal. I might have to wait a few weeks. So just trying to give a little bit of updates. PCG accounts, in most cases, we're just still basically long. I mean, I'm 95, 100% long across the board, still looking for the end of this rally. You receive a Discord invite. Nick will send that out. So if you just join, that'll be coming here in just a little bit. Yeah, I don't think you probably want to sell here. I mean, if I got this count right, we're still going higher. The downside's only 100, 200 maybe here. I did put on Twitter and Patreon that if this 8100, 8200 level gives away, then I think you're going to have to go to some bearish counts, which I'm not going to spend much time on, but I got them on here just in case. That would be a bearish count. So breakdown is back here when it overlaps. That would not be good. Here's another bearish count. Same thing, overlap down around here wouldn't be good. So that's not my call. I don't give up both ideas and just let you guess. I'm still bullish. This is my count. And we're going to give this room to run. Let's go back. Why I still think there's a lot more to come. Yeah, Noob, I'll make a note. We'll get you in there. I'm not sure if Nick's around, but normally he'll throw you in there, but I can do that when I get down here. So this is going to be Bitcoin USDT 5-minute chart for 1 month. This is what gave us the buy yesterday before the liftoff. And that's because we had the higher lows and here we had the lower lows. So this was showing the major selling came down to this low, couldn't break price. And then we just happened to do an LA wave triangle, which a lot of people was taking credit for. I called the triangle back here before it even started. That I thought it would be a triangle only because I think the majority of people are not long Bitcoin and they were short. So that means we wasn't going to give them a chance to get in, which basically is what is exactly what happened. So, again, this can be, a triangle says you're going to go to new highs. So yes, that could have been a major high if you're worried, because volume turned up, but nothing dramatic. As I just showed you here that when price went to new high, volume didn't, and now volumes came down hard. But if it goes to another new low, price holds, that's going to be even more bullish. So I think wave 4 triangle, and this is just the first wave up out of it, which means we got a lot higher to go, which means we get to 10,000. I know a lot of people in here looking at EOS because I mentioned that was a hot one. That one rallied extremely quick. It just did an $8 when you wasn't looking. So, and here was a triangle on it, a 622. That one's going to lead us higher. A lot of people asking about Ripple. Ripple just following Bitcoin to higher levels. So, quick move from below 38 to 45. Quick sell out to 42, but I would think it's going to dig in down here. I mean, there's going to be short-term support, 40 and change. Yeah, guys, I think in this market, as I've done and I've done off the low, is just hodl and maybe trade a little bit of the bag, and that's it. Because it's too easy to miss these rallies. Now, if we do get a rally to 10,000, then maybe that'll change. Maybe you're going to want to take some off. So, but be careful trying to trade these things, especially if you don't have any experience. This is too hard. My camera and screen has frozen. It hasn't done it to me here, so hopefully maybe it's just yourself. Appreciate it, Craig. If you go to Learn Crypto, that's our sister site from WyckoffSMI.com. We've got a store here with cryptocurrencies and Wyckoff course, $2.99. That's an unbelievable value for that course. You can look at free lessons, excerpts, etc. Some comments. We've got almost 1,000 people in there. So check that out. We also, Carrie updates the blog every day. There's the Patreon link. Alumni shows the 1,000 people that have bought in the course. Crypto PCG is where I manage clients' assets for 3% of the account balance. The wave chart for XRP, I can throw that up. And again, if you don't want to spend any money, go to wyckoffsmi.com, the library there. The library here, a lot of free information. Definitely. Craig's Corner, who ran Wyckoff SMI for years, was my teacher. Glossaries, our history, showing that Richard Wyckoff started the company in 1931. So check that out underneath library, and a lot of free stuff there. Here's Ethereum. We show the triangle ending there. I think we're showing about 320 maybe on the upside would be a good guess. So, again, it's going to be 5 waves up. We just did 1, 2 of that. If we come down here at 252, 253, we're getting a little bit deep. So would not like to see that. If we did, then you've got to throw in some bearish counts. The bearish count would be, that's a B wave, and we're coming back down for a C. The C would end around 207. So don't think that the 4 means it's going to end at 191. That's just tucked in up underneath that C. So the C would, I'm just showing around 206, 207 maybe. That's the bearish count, that we double topped Ethereum. Which again, I don't believe that's the case. What's up, Sarka Zemo? I also think most of these coins are just following Bitcoin, so I don't really trade TRX, but same thing. I mean, that's the triangle. Unbelievable rally off there. Looks like EOS. So I'd be buying a little dip in here if we get it. I think that one goes higher. BTT. First of all, here's BCH. Same type of thing, except it's got a little deep here. I mean, it did up thrust the previous high. Bearish count would be this is A, this is a B, and we're coming down for a flat. I'm not going with that, but BCH a little bit weaker than I would like. Hopefully it doesn't overlap 405 or so. Hold on, I was looking for that BTT. I mean, that would add kind of an upward slanting triangle, so I would expect that one to go higher too. Well, a lot of people are looking at MATIC, M-A-T-I-C. That's when I mentioned support was down here, 0.1970. Definitely a little weaker here, so that one bothers me, but that was a big, strong rally. So maybe we'll spring this area here and do that 1970 I mentioned. So not one I trade. I don't hold me to this one, but if you're long that, maybe we can spring this area and get it moving. Springing an uptrend is something a lot of people, a lot of Wyckofians might just trade that or sell up thrusts and downtrends. So if you're looking for re-entry, I mean, Bitcoin still just, it's not going to take much here. Got to go to like the 5-minute chart. I mean, that's my guess. So mouse around here, and then maybe another sell-off in a few hours. 8,400 wouldn't scare me either. Again, that's being cute, guys. I did not have a buy signal like that. We just came off the major buy, so that's only a short-term sell. If I get a buy, it would just be, again, because we have higher to go. There's the XRP USD. We showed this yesterday where some volume came in. Nothing earth-shattering there. I think the USDT chart looks a little, gave a better buy at the low. I wish I was on a lake fishing watching the show. It's the way to do it, outlaw. XRP USDT. You see here we almost caught a new low here, and then while price was still holding in a triangle. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doing ABC here, and I think probably Ripple's ready to go again to the upside. Bitcoin and Ethereum still just did a wave 1 up, minor pullback, FOM. Appreciate the likes. Anything else? We're just trying to grow this community. I post quite a bit on Twitter as well. Last 2 trades I really didn't get there because everything moved too quick. Let's, so everybody knows, this was posted today at 11:36 a.m. if you can see that there. Same thing. Bitcoin hitting a new high, price wasn't, so I thought, you know what, that's probably the top of the first wave out of here. I also said that the technometer is not overbought. We're at 44, 45. 50 is more of a sell, or at least be worried about something. Appreciate it, Dead Rabbit. So I just said, you know, rally's probably not over, but my guess is the first wave up's completing. We need at least an ABC correction here. And that was, for all the haters, that sell caught the high, I'm going to say, within about $4. I sold a little bit up there for some short-term traders, and then we got the, about $300 straight down in a couple minutes. So again, I still think that was an A. We mouse around here somehow, some way. Come over here, go through these levels here, scare everybody, and then hopefully dig in and go higher. Again, this was a buy we gave in Patreon that we was ready to go right here, right now. That rally went immediately, so. Even though I've been right a lot this year, I usually don't get the moves within seconds, but it's been kind of crazy. JMC, sitting on the yacht, that's even better. So what else here do we need to go over? I don't, I mean, most of these coins are just following, these charts are all going to look the same. So if we go to, that's a 1, 2, maybe completed, or again, going to go higher and come back down again. That one got a little weaker there, 280 to 260. That was pretty quick. Litecoin. And again, guys, this could be 1, 2. Here, let's throw this on here so you understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could kind of be an upward slanting ABC for a correction, so it would have been over here to an A. That would be an ABC move, ABC up, and that was all of it. So that means correction's already behind us. So it's also easy to count it that way. And on Litecoin, you know, we sprung this level. Ethereum, same type of thing. Already sprung this level. But these coins aren't as strong as Bitcoin. So that's why I think you got to still be a little bit careful. So again here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here, and then ABC down, ABC up. If you know anything about Elliott wave, that means it's an irregular flat, and then from here you have 5 waves straight down below these lows. The problem with that, if you go to Bitcoin, again, it'd be the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then kind of an ABC down, ABC up, 5 waves. So if you're bullish, we might hold in right here and go straight back up. But if you go back to my chart there, yes, it's still hard to decide that. So either way, that's it. So again, I think we still go higher. If you're trying to be cute, if you was able to catch that sell, you at least could have put a little bit more money in your pocket. But that's being ultra cute, which mostly 99% of people shouldn't be doing. We should be holding. XRP is not going back to 37. Nope. If it goes back to 37, then it's going to go a lot lower. So I have no problem buying XRP here or any breakdown here at 0.405. I would not want to see it break below 0.384 or so. And anybody on XRP, we've been showing this. That goes back to the big 5 ways up and then a bunch of ABCs. But this was a spring down here. We called that live. We gave a buy on the test. The software picked that easily. We had a buy back here as well. So this could be 1, 2, 3, and that's a triangle. So once again, we're going to new highs. We're going above 48 on this rally. So it could have a quick spike to wherever. I mean, Ripple seems to run late. So Ripple might get a good pull, get a good run here, and then we'll have an ABC back down later when Bitcoin has that pullback. Will XRP fall? No, not that much. Once Bitcoin hits 10,000, if we do get that, then we're going to have a pretty steep pullback, probably to below that 68, 6,600 level that we hit on the triangle. And, you know, it could be all the way back to 5,000. I'm not going to say that. Not now. No way. And I don't know if this wave 5 is going to be diagonal like that, and ending diagonal, but that's my guess. Like I guess we was going to do a triangle before it started. So we'll watch this. No way to tell those things. Just monitor it as we go. And then again, I want to show, I threw this on Twitter because this looks a little cleaner for Elliott wave, where this was a 1, 2, this was a 3, 4, and this was the 5 up. And I mean, that's much bearish. That means we're going to give up the 8,200 level and fall down to 6,800 now. The only reason I got this count up, because if you were with me back here, these 5 waves up, you can't really see them, and ABCs and ABCs. I basically called all of these, because if you look here at the chart of our buys and sells, we called the first 5 up and then ABC downs. We was buying all these ABC dips. So what that means, so trading at real time, I called this a 1, 2, and then this broke down, 5 extended. So I called this triangle right here as a triangle, and I called this as a triangle live as well. So considering how I called things, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looks pretty sweet. 5 wave extended, wave 3 here, big volume. Wave 5, not as big a volume. But that's a bearish count because if we zoom in, then I called that ABC down. You could call this an ABC up. And then now we're ready for, like I said, for 81, 8,200 to give away. And then this could be the count. So because of my software, I'm still not really going with this, but that is extremely pretty Elliott wave. And the software, let's show a couple things here. Anybody's bearish or worried? Because this is Bitcoin USDT 5 minute, showing the triangle, the major selling on volume, while the triangle held. And then new highs in Bitcoin without the volume. So volume really needs to catch up here. The volume down here needs to really, should be exploding, and again it's not. That's why I gave the sell a couple hours ago. So that's why you got to be careful here. Bitcoin USD, much different chart. Martin, I agree, people are starting to FOMO. I don't think that was enough, but starting to get close. I mean, that was a quick 1,000 up, so you got to be worried about it. This is Bitcoin USD. So the volume here really followed everything up. But again, when you come out of a triangle, all it tells you is we're going to new highs. If you take a measured move, which I don't really do, but a lot of people do, that was about, what, 1,250 from the low at 79. So we did about 1,000, close to a measured move. Usually when you had the big volume on the sell and then price goes up, usually, we'd still have higher to go, but we got to monitor that. I think all you can do to protect against that is 8,200 maybe as a breakdown level. This could be sharp, quick, over with in no time and right back up. So, because after this wave too, then we would have an explosion to the upside. I think if Bitcoin falls, I think it looks like everything's just going to fall with it. Maybe that means alt season comes alive, but that's above my pay grade. I don't know. I'm not going to make that call. All the charts look the same, so I think they all go down together. Here is Bitcoin USD daily. You see technometer. It was up here at 52 earlier today when I gave the sell. Now we're at 49.60. So 38's a buy. Bitcoin USDT, when I gave the sell earlier, it was 44.98, I believe. Let's let this one load. These are the two main charts. What's up, Mike? Litecoin is going to follow Bitcoin around. And there you see technometer 44.11, which is exactly neutral. Nothing really to talk about there. So we're waiting for really further rally or a pretty big sell-off before those daily charts are going to give me any buys or sells. So that was already the low. We're going to come up here, do a B wave, then come down one more time to 8,500, about 250 down from here. Then I'd still be on it. So once again, to wrap up, because I'm going to get out of here, let everybody go, but I think we're still going higher. I think this was the first wave off the triangle E. So we're still going higher. Overlap down here. I mean, this 8,200 level, I wouldn't really want to see that overlap to 81, whatever. So if we start falling here, it's going to say that that was the top. Then we're going to have to bring in some the bearish counts that I've shown. What up, Gary? So let me run a quick disclaimer, then I'm going to come right back.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns.
All right, guys. No more real questions. Later, Borgle. So again, I'll try to go live if we get any major movement. Otherwise, I'm pretty tired. So catch you guys later. Quick outro on who is Wyckoff. Peace.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard D. Wyckoff. Anyone who is interested in the stock, option, or commodity markets is most likely to find my life and teachings to be of great interest and value. I was born November 2nd, 1873. At the age of 15, I had my first job as a stock runner on Wall Street, and by age 25, I had opened my first brokerage firm. I was one of the pioneers in the study of the tape and included volume studies in all my market operations. This volume and its intraday studies is what set me apart from the rest of the market gurus. There was a point that my buy and sell volume was so big that it became a powerful part of the daily market. It was at this time that I became known as one of the titans of technical analysis. But all along, my lifelong endeavor was to pass on my accumulated wisdom to others. With that in mind, in 1907, I created the magazine of Wall Street. At its height, the magazine of Wall Street had over 200,000 subscribers. That's over 200,000 investors who wanted my thoughts on the current market conditions and trends. Finally, in 1931, I decided to take all my knowledge that I had learned about the stock market and create the Richard D. Wyckoff course of stock market science and technique. I was able to create something that established a new standard of practice in the public stock market operations. I did not claim any monopoly of stock market knowledge, but up to that time, no one else seemed willing to be so frank in offering to the public the most intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the stock market. The good news is that even though I created the Wyckoff stock market course back in 1931, the course has been maintained and updated throughout the years and is available to you today. Over 90 years later, my course is still available for investors and traders that want to learn the secrets to the stock market and can be found right now at wyckoffsmi.com.